Hello and welcome to this slightly different episode. We're going to look at this book here, which I purchased, it was quite a while ago now. And this was my first foray into pre-decimal British coins. And I thought this was a good little start. So let me take you through it. So you can see on the book, it's I saw this on eBay and I figured, you know what? That'd be good. It looked like a decent price. I think I probably paid far too much for it. But I paid, I think it was about £30 maybe. But here we go, first page. And this is really what I liked. It's full of halfpenny pieces. So it's missing a few years that I can see. Well, I think it is. But it's the newest one up the top there is at 1967, and it seems to track through all the way. So we go from the halfpenny boats to the Britannia, and look, they got really old. So you can't have all of them there, just because some of them are just so old in this. If I go down to this very worn one down here, to me it looks like 1861, and I thought, that looks brilliant. So yeah, there's a good range of halfpenny pieces. And there were also a nice range of 1 shilling coins. And this one is from 1966, as you can see, and the next one is like 1963. Looks like there's a couple of 1963s, a 62. Looks like these two, we've got you've got different shields in the middle, so you've got the Scottish version and the English version, which is very cool. So there's quite a few English-Scottish versions. Was it 1948? Oh yeah, you got the backs, the coins. Look at that, you've got the young Victoria there on that very worn halfpenny. Some of the old kings. And then the oldest shillings we've got are at 1947. And again, I think that's the Scottish on the left there. You've got the thistle. And then probably the English on the right. We then go into a load of threepences, 3-penny pieces. So we've got 1967. It goes around, you've got the flowers. And the oldest one of those seems to be a 1937. And then we get little half pennies. So they're very hard to see, these ones. They're so small, these like little farthings. So what's that? That's what, a quarter? Is it a quarter of a penny? Let's see if I can pull one out. Pull this new one out. Give him a proper look. There we go. So you've got Queen Elizabeth. Very young looking Queen Elizabeth. 1955 farthing. How bonkers. And you can see how small it is. So I imagine lots of these just fell through people's pockets. Get a hole in there, that's it. You've lost all your coinage. Ooh. Another one's trying to escape. We'll do a close-up of this while it's out. So we have the threepence, the 3-penny piece. Go on, focus. There we go. This one from 1962. And it looks, to me, a bit like what they based like the modern pound coin on. I'm sure they looked at this and thought they could use this as inspiration. But very nice. I do like it. So since I got this, I went around looking on just casually looking on places like eBay, and oh yeah, and look, you got the farthing down there, really old one, and it's got the Britannia on it. Let's pull that one out, get a better look. You can't really see through this plastic. Come on, out you come, beast. Oh wow, this one's been beaten up a lot. Go on, focus. There we go. Check out that. And I think that year... Is that a 1918? It's got like King George there, so it's... I think that's an 18. I don't think it's supposed to be... It's hard to read the year when it's all squished like that one. I thought that's just brilliant. So yeah, so casually looking for like car boot sales on eBay, really goes for sort of general bits. So it's normally like bulk coinage, something that hasn't been sorted through. So I've got a big bunch of coins which I haven't actually looked through, which I figured we could do next. But leading on, it goes to these. These are sixpence. I think these are the sixpence. Get a sixpence out so you can see, and there were some really cool ones in this. So it goes down to some really old sixpences. Let me pull this one out. I think this is going to be the oldest, and this must have been used in some form of jewellery. And it focuses. Oh, it's a threepence still. 1915, but you can see it was punched. So it must have been used in jewellery. I know lots of people have been wear them as like bracelets and cufflinks and all sorts of things. Again, a really dinky coin, and it had a nice range of years in this. So you got that 1915 there, and pull out the newest one. Go from 1967, and I think 1967 was the last year the pre-decimals were minted. I think, I could be lying. But you can definitely, looking at these older pre-decimal coins, you can see where they got lots of the designs for the newer decimal coins. And then after the threepence, it then takes us into these, the 2 shillings or a florin. So again, there's loads of years on these. They seem, the person who collected these before did a really good job. And I like that. I kind of like that one where it's had the hole punch through it. Someone must have worn that. And I go back, so you got this one here. This is one of my favourites, this 1921. And then there's one more, which I think is slightly older, at the top here. Let me get that one out. Oh, God, if it wants to come out. Go on, you beast. Here we go. That's a 1920 florin, and you can feel it. It's got some chunk to it. So I'm sure it probably had some silver in it, I imagine. 1920. And the downside of any coin that's got silver in it, it just wears out that little bit quicker, where silver's that little bit softer. I absolutely adore this design. And I'm sure as recently they've been doing, the Royal Mint Land have been making sort of more like commemorative sort of silver coins, like £5 coins and gold coins in the old styles, which is quite nice. And then the book goes down to when it hit to the decimal mark. It's got a few of the old, what are now old decimal coins. So you've got some of the old £1 coins and some of the 5 pences. And I've got to say, I prefer these 5 pence. a bit bigger. The new ones, oh, they're so fiddly. That might just be me. And then for the brief time they were around, we had halfpennies. And I think these did disappear, God blimey, just because they are so small and they became a bit kind of, well, not really needed anymore. So 1982. A really nice shiny halfpenny. So the halfpennies, back to here. But then we go into the old 10pences. And you can see this, they carried on the design to the new ones, the lions. And that's pretty much all the British coin that's in there. And then there's a bit of an added bonus. There's some foreign ones in there, which when I saw those on the back, I was like, got to get that. That's going to be worth it. And comes up first off, and I think it's a brilliant 20 pence. This one is from Ireland, I believe. Yes. Got an Horus on it. I do like the milling on the edge. It's a bit like our pound coins, that are kind of like our new ones, where they're kind of spaced out the milling. There we go, 1986. I thought, that's a 20p. I thought, that's really nice. I like that one. So then going into the other coins, lots of Irish ones. We've got 2p, a 10 pence with a salmon on it. You've got the penny, and my God, are these Irish coins beautiful? When you've got these Celtic designs, the 2 pence, if no one's seen it, go on camera. Here we go. Look at that design, that intricate. Oh, very much like that. So when was that one? 1971. And then after we get the French coins, the Irish coins, we then go into the French coins. So before the France had the euro, they had the franc, and this one is from 1999. This is the newest one in this book. Ooh. And it looks like they turn like the American coins, so flip that way round. What? Really beautiful coin. And I feel you can kind of definitely see the style where America probably kind of looked at France, or France looked at America. To me, they look very sort of similar designs. They kind of, whoever did them must have liked them. Now, we got also all the francs up to 1960. How cool is that? We've got a 10 franc coin from 1991, and the next coin is another 10 franc coin, but this is one of my favourites. This has to be, so look at this, 10 francs from 1951. That's me not turning it properly. Oh, how brilliant is that? You can feel in the coin it's lighter. Definitely kind of like after the war they needed to make coins a bit more frugal. I suppose the word would be the right word. I don't know if this was the same during kind of the war and pre-war, but as a coin, that was one of my favourites, that. And after that, we've got some 2 francs. Not many of those. and a 5 franc coin, which is really nice. And after those, it leads to these. So this one's from 1990. Does it turn this way? Yes. And again, before the euro, you had, what would they call it? Marks? Is it 50 marks? But a load of German coinage. So there's not a huge amount there. But some of them did get quite old again. The 1979, and this one here, 1950. And you can see the design never really changed much from 1950. They had 1950, and it's pretty much the same up until 1990. And look at that. That was brilliant. I do like the look of that. That's such a nice coin. As you can see, this one's from 1875. Absolutely love these old coins. They're absolutely brilliant. What beautiful design. And then what we got here, some more of those. And it's the last page, sadly, in the book. But we've got a few more Deutschmarks. I said Deutschmarks. And then we go into some sort of lira. And we've got some pesetas. I think we've got Spanish coins. Lira, that must be what, Turkish? 100 lira from 96. Ooh. Oh, Italian lira. Oh, I'm getting all muddled up how to spin this. What a stunning coin that is. Feels very light. I'm wondering if they use lots of like aluminium in these coins. Some of them do feel incredibly light. We've got a 1978. This one is gold one, I think. Another beautiful one. I'll bring this one. It looks like a commemorative coin of some description. So marking 1814 to 1994. Oh, I think that's an absolute stunning one. So anybody who knows about the Italian coins, you have to let me know if what that one's about. So then we've got some Belgian francs. What year those are? 95. It can't be a 1920. Am I reading that right? So where these coins are so small, it gets hard to read them. Let's bring this one right up. Oh, 1990. Thought it looked far too new to be anything older. Very modern. I do wonder what happened there, though. Something happened to it. And we've got a few Belgian francs in there. Mostly a bit more modern, these ones. As you can see, sort of 1990, 1977. It's very hard to see through the plastic, so let's try pulling you out. This one looks a bit old, a bit more worn. 1986, you can see down the bottom. Get my flips right. Oh, look at that. Oh. That's some funky coin designs there. And then there's a few Spanish ones. So you've got the Spanish pesetas. I really do apologise for any of my pronunciation. This is probably awful. I absolutely think they're brilliant. And check out the years of those Spanish ones. What, 1957? 1987, 1957, 75. Whoa. Brilliant. So yeah, so that's my book of my book that got me started on pre-decimal coins. Very simple. And since then, oh look, I left a coin out. I have to put that back in. But since then, I've been kind of going around sort of car boot sales, a bit on eBay, not too much because I find that eBay's a bit of an awkward place to look. And just generally, as I see them, getting some more coins. So bear with me a minute. I'll just go grab a few and you can see roughly what we got to look through later. Okay, here's a little dinky little bit. I've got umpteen bags of old pennies to look through. So where we've got lots of the halfpennies, I figure it'd be good to try and find all the full pennies. The other ones where I've been picking up loads of the old 50p's. So these ones that might be discoloured, it's not quite right, they've got bits of drawing on them. But some of them, like this one, 1973, you've got the joining hand, so it's a bit grubby, a bit disgusting, and a bit... But it's rather cool. So that's just part of it. So there's loads of coins in there. Some of them a bit more special than others, but I figure we can go through a load of them, find out what years we got, find out what we're missing, see if there's any commemoratives, and try and build a collection up. I just noticed this one. I thought it might be special, but actually it's just a really, really beaten up one. Look at that! What on earth happened to you? Oh, look, and another hands. Oh, going to enjoy going through all these. So, thank you very much for everyone that's watched so far. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up. Make sure, if you like it, subscribe if you haven't for more coin content. We're going to try and do something a bit different. When I can get out, I can get more coins. We can do the coin hunts again, and we'll see if we can keep going with the old coins as well. So, on that note, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.